Here comes your pre-market summary for Wednesday, March 1st. Welcome to a brand new month. Welcome to a positive start to a Wednesday morning. Good luck coming off of a negative month of February for all three U.S. indexes. Here is how, I should say. Futures are setting up so far this morning. S&P 0.2, about the same for the Dow, quarter of a point for the NASDAQ right now. Hey, we'll take it. We're positive on the session so far. TSX futures here in Toronto getting a bump as well, 0.45, pointing to a higher open to come. Oil under pressure a little bit here, negative 0.8 to the downside. Bit of a bump right now for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Crypto looking pretty good. Yeah, it was a negative end to the month of March for both the S&P and the NASDAQ here, back to the downside. A little bit green there on the intraday candle for the daily time frame for the Qs yesterday. But overall, the month, both for the S&P and NASDAQ and the Dow, all three and in the red. We're watching Tesla shares this morning back in positive territory ahead of the company's annual investor day coming up today. Elon Musk will host a live stream straight from Gigafactory Texas, I should say. We'll get more details on Master Plan 3 coming up today from Elon. So all eyes on Tesla. A little bit weak here so far in the pre-market. Speaking of, AMC a little bit weak as well. Wider Q4 loss coming through for AMC. Downside after a couple of days of just wild action so far this week for AMC. RIVN downside as well. What a mess of a report from RIVN today. We'll talk about where this thing could go to the downside potentially today. NVDA back on watch as well. The company filed aftermarket yesterday in an SEC filing, mixed shelf to come of up to $10 billion from NVDA, maybe taking advantage a little bit of the recent success and positivity around that stock. Alibaba and all of the Chinese ADRs getting a bounce off some significant levels over here on the daily chart anyway. For Alibaba, better than expected Chinese factory order data out overnight, pointing to a faster recovery for the Chinese economy since reopening after COVID. NVAX, meanwhile, wow, huge move down aftermarket yesterday. Going concern worries. Yeah, they're a little bit concerned about whether or not they can stay in business and revenue or what will come of 2023. So big move down for NVAX. Couple of little ones moving around, including space today off earnings. This RETA Pharmaceuticals moving on a FDA nod, and we'll have a look at LHDX day 2 after getting that FDA nod for a COVID and flu home test kit. Grab the watch list, guys. That's the QR code on screen right now. Go to watchlist.TraderTV.Live. We're coming up at 8:30 on TraderTV.Live.